Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo here for Vinland Saga episode 9. Last time on Vinland Saga, we got ourselves, well, a couple things on a couple of different fronts. We got some Thorfinn being a sad revengey boy who can't get his revenge. We got some Ashalad being, well, we got a demonstration on just how cunning and good as a leader and manipulator of people Ashalad really is. He seems to see through people, see to their desires and vices, and recognize those in himself as well. But he's very aware of these things, of the sort of fabric of what leads people to do what they do and how to change it. So that's pretty cool. Really liking Ashalad right now. Thorfinn kind of not loving it as much. Like he's kind of just a revengey boy right now, and kind of a sad boy. Yeah, he's all right. He's still harboring dreams about Finland, this wonderful land that he's come across, and we got a kind of an image of how like tumultuous his internal state is, and how he's not super self aware. Especially through his conversation with shit, I forget her name. It starts with an H, I think. The slave girl who is at the place where Ashalad's uncle, I want to say, I think so. Ashalad's uncle's slave girl. They have a conversation, and it's interesting to see the parallels between them and to see how well Thorfinn doesn't recognize them as parallels or is in hardcore denial about that. And then for our ending scene, we got what I assume is a stinger slash like little bit of something to show us where we're going next, which is to turn our attention toward England, specifically London or Londinium, where King Sweyn and his son Canute, who I believe is his second son. I believe there was something interesting about the first son being Harald, Harald, I want to say. But Canute is the long, blonde, flowing-haired Griffith boy who we've seen in the OP, who I thought up until that point was a girl, and was conjecturing was like maybe one of Thorfinn's siblings or family. No, nope. That's the son of the king. That is the prince, and it's a boy. Pretty interesting. Gonna be interesting to see how this character acts. Not sure, but I get the feeling that we are, for the first time, really broadening our scope, broadening the scope of our attention for this story away from just the specifics of Thorfinn and Ashalad and toward like the greater conflict that's occurring. We had a little break from it, as there was a lull in the battle, which is when we went to the French people and did that stuff, and have been sort of hanging out doing stuff ever since. But now it seems like war is restarting, and it seems, given Floki's presence and the things that he said about Jomsvikings coming in and certain other things, it seems like our crew is probably going to get wrapped up in this conflict in a big way. So, interested to see how that plays out, interested to see where our attention focuses, and just interested to see more of this story. It's been really solid, and the adaptation has also been really solid. In my opinion, at least. I've seen some mixed opinions on it. I fall on the side of this is pretty cool. So yay. In any case, I think that's all I want to blather about at the beginning of this one. Let's go ahead and jump on into the episode, which I have up and ready to go. At 0 seconds, there will be two versions of this reaction video. Picture-in-picture version with the video up there you can find in the description. Time-based version you can find up on YouTube. Time-based version will have discussion at the end, but no video. Picture-in-picture version will have a video, but no discussion at the end. Mix and match as you see fit. And if you are watching the timer-based version and planning to sync up with your own copy of Vinland Saga Episode 9, get it ready because that timer to count you down is coming right now. Cool. I need tea. Straight to the OP? Nope. Oh yeah, we're gonna meet Thorkel, big berserker boy. I think berserker. So they're on the Thames right now? Oh. Oh. Oh, that's unexpected. Ow? What? What? Is he? He's not dying, right? Okay. Yeah, wouldn't side with a losing. So then why is Thorkel on the other side? Okay. Yeah, I get what you want. Hmm. Okay, so we are on the Thames. Cool. That's a tall order, given that he's, I think, Thorkel the Tall. You gonna do this every time? I guess he's gonna do this every time. Oh, that's great. All right. We'll see. Here, have this back. This is the way we want it to be. This is the way of the warrior. Sorry. That would be such a good OP song. Oh my god. I need to like listen to that at some point. All right. What is? Oh, I know where I know that from. I know exactly where I know that from. Freaking Uber Danger used that in one of his Spore videos. So I have a feeling like Thorfinn's gonna get robbed as fuck of whatever vengeance he thinks he's gonna get. I mean, the thing with him pulling the beard hairs out, that was interesting in and of itself. Because like that's not normal male pattern baldness or anything. That's not this, you know? This is the way to be. This is Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. I'm gonna go with Ocelot here. Hello. Is that the mast laid down in the center to go under the bridge? They've got a shield wall up, right? Yeah, kinda. Oh my god, I did not get the sense of that scale. Dude, do you have Goliath blood in you? Like, what the fuck? Okay. That would be Ethelred the Unready, right? I looked up some of the history. I don't know how the battles play out, but I know that it's Ethelred the Unready. Okay. He doesn't seem like a bow type of guy, but okay. Okay. So he roots for the underdog, eh? Yeah. Oh, Thorkel, I like you. Yep, let's fight. I like you a lot, Thorkel. He wants blood. Nope. Nope, that's a ship crusher. Oh, jeez, that was close. Got any more big rocks? Hmm. What an interesting take on the I just want a challenge in combat type of character. I like it. No. So we must fight him, which means Thorfinn. Sven Forkbeard. So we're going full frontal assault. All right, then. Oh, shields on the backs. Ah. All right. All right. How tall is that law? Oh my god. Oh! Does he? Yep. So he tries to come up with names, eh? Wow. Thorgal. If Thorfinn is going to fight him one-on-one, this serves as great setup. Hello. Hi, I have to kill you now. We'll see how this goes. I'm sure you'll have fun. Oh boy. Use those magic leaping skills. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, that was cool. Yes. Hype, 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 hype. Pretty accurate. Unarmed? We saw him using two hand axes before, right? I think he's as strong as you'd expect and probably faster than you'd expect. Oh. I'm not loving the translation. It takes some of the playfulness out of this. Because that was like, he said Oji-san, so he's like, this old man is gonna have some fun, you know? Alright. Yeah, but... Ooh. Oh my god. Jojo? Ow. Did we just leave Thorfinn there? Was this all a distraction? I doubt it. Still holding on. Mm. Mm. Respect as a warrior. Did Thorkel know him? Yep. Which blade did he leave behind? The original? I think he was holding the original. Okay. And the chipped and scarred up thumbnail and fingernails. Wow. A rough man, but an interesting one. Jesus. You might not have to. I mean, got disinfectant. Settling in for a siege, eh? Okay. Canute. Griffith. Is that Harold? No. Because he's trying to give Canute a way to prove himself, eh? Canute is Christian. Yeah, you were whipped around by your arm for a while. It can't be good. Gonna try and shove it back in. You're taking off. Not quite. Not the kind of victory you were looking for? Yeah. I like him a lot. I hope we see a lot more of him. Oh, hi. Ow! Jesus. And on a sprained ankle, right? Off he goes. I bet that was the same group of CG soldiers moving behind them both times. Yep, that's a weird one. Okay. Should be just OP in that end. Okay, pretty cool episode. Pretty action packed. Not as many character moments as the last one, sort of like mostly dialogue in the last one and character stuff, and then mostly action and stuff and war and stuff in this one. Some interesting stuff character wise and things like that. Before I forget, I do want to see that those two scenes of the soldiers walking by. I'm specifically looking for this guy. Okay, maroon over thing with a spear straight up. Okay. Oh, there he goes again. Maroon thing, spear straight up, and there he is. Hello. Hi again. Oh wait, it's a different guy. He's got a sword on his belt, and this one doesn't. JK. Okay, but then we come back to the shot, and I don't see him. Unless that's him right there. Maybe. It might be a different group. Okay. So just a random thing that I was curious about, whether it was the exact same shot in the background being used. Either way, it wouldn't have been noticeable. I just wondered. Okay, so we have a conversation here where Bjorn's like, I like fighting. And Ashlad's sort of doing some stuff that was set up in the last episode, trying to figure out what people want, what people are up to. Setting the stage for the battle. Need to capture the Thames to get our way into London. So we give Thorfinn our mission to go and take down Thorkel. And Thorfinn is in the exact same headspace he was like however long ago the last episode was, which is I just want to fight you, grr, revenge, which is great. And then we, for realsies, meet Thorkel, who is amazing. He's kind of just amazing. He's a huge. And I said it during the reaction, but I did not realize the scale of Thorkel. Oh my god, until that hand comes down on the Englishman's shoulder. Holy crap. And then we get Ashlad, like, sort of seeing through people, like, yeah, I don't know if the money's gonna do it. I don't think that's why Thorkel's doing this. And he's right. Thorkel's doing this for fun and because he wants to fight on the underdog side. He wants a challenge in combat. But not just, like, the classic battle manga challenge in combat thing. Like, I want to fight a worthy opponent. Not quite that. It's just, like, he wants to fight a worthy army. Which is kind of insane and extremely awesome. And just the nonchalant way that he interacts with the other, with his enemy, former friends, I assume. Your brother Sigvaldi is also worried, flow of the world, etc., etc. They're really weak. They suck. So they could use my help. It'll be a lot more fun. Man, they nailed some of these facial expressions. I'm sure that they're directly from the manga. And so props to the mangaka for nailing the facial expressions and creating this sense around Thorkel of just how kind of nuts he really is. But in a lovable way. I'm in love with this character. It's fantastic. Alright, attack now without delay. Lots of CG ships filled with CG people that look pretty okay. And lots of CG wide shots filled with CG people firing CG bows that look pretty okay. Oh my god, the logs. Just nuts. Just nuts. This is enjoyable and creative. I love how he comes up with names for his own attacks, but like it's kind of poked fun at by the way that it's done. It's like, oh, log dropper, I guess. It's great. It's super great. All right. And then Thorfinn arrives. He does a super jump. And then we get ourselves an action scene, the likes of which we haven't seen for a couple of episodes. Not quite like this. We had a couple of little bursts of action during France, but none of them were super impressive. Here, we've got a really great sense of scale. We've got some interesting use of what feels like dynamic camera, but kind of really isn't. Like, this is all storyboarded and keyframed and stuff, and it's pretty cool. So we get the awesomeness of landing on a log. I want to frame by frame that. Get real close up into the face to give us a lot of momentum on this swing. Wow, we arc the log all the way around him. That's so great. And then whoosh, slow down for a moment to get a bead on what Thorfinn is doing. Maintain facial expression through it. And then there's this one frame where he just like bursts off. That's pretty cool. And then we get all blurry and smeary. Do some tumbling, draw the dagger, float for a moment, and drop. Like Spider-Man. Whoosh, cha. Okay. Going back. Yeah, we went really hard on the smeary stuff. Oh, wow, and that backhand that he whooshes past him with. That's nuts. And the force of that is what knocks him back. And then he like, hefts the log. Oh my gosh. There's a lot going on in this fight. Yeah, he does a classic spin over the heady thingy. Little helicopter. Ah, cool. Spinning, spinning. Drop. Draw the other blade. Very cool. Very cool. Cool fight. Cool fight. This is kind of interesting. It reminds me a lot of one of the early shots of One Punch Man. I think in the fight against like the first character that we see, Waxine Man. I think he's going for like a little girl or something, and we get this like looming fist or looming hand coming in, and then we get the swoosh. Yeah, a little bit like that. So continues to injure him. Thorkel continues to not give a fuck, and demonstrates that while he is huge, he is nimble, hyper confident, and actually kind of taking this as a bit of a game. Although we do get some demonstration of how much faster Thorfinn is as sort of a roguish archetype, because just during the backswing of this attack, Thorfinn is able to take multiple steps and get up into his range, you know? Flip his dagger around, go for a thrust. That's pretty cool. And the whole time, Thorkel's just like, whoop, up, whoop. And when he does take injuries, they don't bother him very much, considering like, bye. And then at some point, I don't remember exactly where it was, Thorkel says something that's like, this old man's gonna keep having fun. He uses Oji-san in the sentence, and it wasn't translated quite that way. So a little bit of the playfulness that he's demonstrating throughout this battle is lost in translation, but I think it comes across just from the strength of the facial expressions and just the way that he's dealing with this whole thing. So then we get some in-head combat stuff, which is something that I really enjoy. I like seeing combat as a battle of wits a little bit, and people knowing and using their skills to the best of their ability to match their opponent. And here we get something that I think this shot reminded me a little bit of, like Ashalad going underneath the swinging thing on the boat again in the fight against Tors. You know, swing under it. Probably not intentional. It's just what Thorfinn is doing here. Gets a kick to the back of the knee, which will destabilize pretty much anyone. And that's pretty cool. And then things go bad because Thorkel gets his hands on you and he's just like, puny god. That's bad. Bad for Thorfinn. Dislocate his shoulder, break him up a bunch, but he's holding on just barely and goes for his hand. Gets a couple fingers. Nice. And at that moment, given the resolve to, seeing the resolve to fight back even after being bashed into this bridge a number of times and just battered, Thorkel goes, hey, you're pretty good at this. What's your name, warrior boy? And he introduces himself. I'm Thorfinn, son of Tors. And yeah, Thorkel knows who that is, but isn't able to actually converse about it because Thorfinn takes a dive into the lake. Then we get this fantastic scene where he's just like, that was awesome. Thanks for the fight, man. Oh yeah, fingers. Don't need them. Whatever. I can grip a weapon with these. Not that I need weapons. We get a little picture of some of the aftermath and brutality. Like, this is not a war without casualties or a war without problems. But, of course, everyone is used to this, so it's rather nonchalant. And then we've got Sven going through here, talking about, well, strategy and stuff. We'll leave some troops behind, put them under control of Canute. And I get the strong feeling, and I think it was mentioned in the last episode, that King Sven here is attempting to maneuver Canute into the position to take over from him. Like, attempting to make him a hero during the war so that he has, like, a better chance at, I assume, at the throne in what will inevitably be conflict with his brothers. But I don't know. I didn't read that far into the history. Like, I just got an image of the names of people and who they were. So I know that would be King Sven, Sven Forkbeard, and I know his son is Canute, and I'm pretty sure that there's another son named Harold, and I'm pretty sure that the current king of England is Ethelred the Unready. A-E, I never know quite how to pronounce the I, the A-E thingamajiggy. Yeah, just not sure. Then we meet this character, Ragnar, who is, not sure what to think about him right now. He seems like an advisor type, but not certain. So he's gonna end up with Canute. I wonder where. So Ashalad and crew are nice backgrounds. Ashalad and crew are going off with the majority of the army, I believe. They're not staying at London. Yeah, and then we get to see what happens when you take away Thorkel's play toys, you know? He's like, no, come back, fight me. Fight me. Come on, I just want to fight. He's great. I love him. And we get Ashalad being like, yep, if you're not gonna come with us, you could just stay here. Pops his own shoulder back into place and is like, no, my revenge. No, my drive. I'm sorry for making fun of Thorfinn for being such a revengey boy, but he is. He totally is right now. I assume he's going to grow out of it to some extent, and I do get the feeling that it's going to be because he'll be robbed of whatever vengeance he's seeking from Ashalad. Just because it's such a perfect, poignant thing to just rob somebody of their vengeance. It's like, you get your Korean vengeance story, there's always something at the end that messes with the protagonist's perceptions and, like, everything. So, okay, and then there was one more thing, which is Ashalad strokes his beard here, and then he pulls away with some fuzz. Which is weird, because, like, it's not easy to lose beard hair, as far as I know. It kind of implies some kind of illness, but I don't really know what to think. Like, maybe he's just grabbing his beard really hard. But how cruel would it be to Thorfinn if Ashalad became unable to fight him, you know? That could be really interesting, I think. Anyway, solid episode, some cool fight scenes. General good stuff. Some cool character introductions too, and a lot of widening scope of battle. Seems like we're going to be focusing on this fight for England for a little while at least. I don't know how long the wars actually lasted, but seems like we're going to be here for a little while, which should be interesting. Okay, solid episode. Excuse me. Solid episode, good stuff, I enjoyed, and let's wrap it up. I've been Teeaboo, this has been Vinland Saga episode 9, I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I did, and I hope to catch you next week in the next one, episode 10. See you there. Peace.